And now, something that we all need to be listening to. The end of the tax filing season is almost upon us. And if you haven't yet filed your returns, well, you have until the end of this month to do so. And that's not actually very far away. We're joined in our Hyde Park offices this morning by SARS tax consultants. And our reporter, Aviwe Mtila, is live now from the eNCA offices, where staff members will be assisted to complete their returns. Aviwe, a very good morning to you. And yes, we understand, well, it's just not too long till the end of the month. Are you seeing a scramble by some of our colleagues to actually get to the taxman to see whether they owe or they're being owed?
Well, it's been a lazy morning so far, as we've got visitors from the South African Revenue Services here. It's tax day, of course, at eNCA today, and we're expecting colleagues to come through here. That kicks off at 8:30, which is why it's a bit lazy. But to give us more on how tax season has been going, 2018 tax season, is the Acting Chief Officer of the Business and Individual Taxes, Fabian Murray. Sir, any compliance issues so far?
Good morning, Aviwe, and thank you for inviting me this morning. With regards to compliance, so firstly, we're 3 quarters into filing season. We've already had just shy of 4 million taxpayers that have submitted their returns. So that's quite a substantial number, and in comparison to last year, that's about 200,000 returns more. So I think that speaks to compliance. We are seeing a surge with regards to prior year returns that have been submitting, and that's at the back of the campaign that we've been running around outstanding returns and making sure that taxpayers are aware of their obligation to file. So yes, we do encourage those taxpayers who have not yet filed to please do so. As you know, towards the last week of our filing season, our branches get quite busy. We encourage you, but more importantly, we encourage you to use our e-filing facility, which is really effortless, and it prevents you from standing in queues. So yes.
But just to give our viewers a bit of a background information on who needs to file and who doesn't, what are the criteria there? Do you need a certain amount in the bracket in order to be filing? Can you just give us some of that background?
Sure. So filing taxpayers who earn a salary greater than 350,000 Rand, or taxpayers who earn more than one salary, having more than one IRP5, they will be required to submit a return.
And then meeting tax targets has always been a tricky and sticky issue for the revenue services. Are you showing us that you're going to meet the tax targets, and what are you telling us in that regard?
So revenue targets is really a function of the economy, and it's quite closely related. And the economy currently is not performing as we'd like it to perform. I think there's been many macro numbers that has been released recently, whether it be GDP that's been revised downwards, or Stats South Africa, who has recently released their Q2 employment numbers, which is reduced by 69,000. And obviously that has an impact with regards to revenue collection. However, having said that, we remain single-mindedly focused on the number of 1.345 trillion Rand. We have a number of initiatives underway internally, and we will strive to achieve that target.
And then should one fail to file their returns, what are the consequences?
Sure. Yeah, so should you fail to file your return, obviously administrative penalties will kick in. Your account will be levied with administrative penalties. And I'd like to take this a step further, because up until now, we've only implemented administrative penalties for outstanding returns on personal income tax. And this year we'll be including that for CIT corporate income tax as well. So by the 7th of December, we go live with administrative penalties that will be levied to your account if your corporate income tax return is not submitted.
There we have it, consequences, administrative penalties. Hearing it, of course, from the Acting Chief Officer of the Business and Individual Taxes at South African Revenue Services, Fabian Murray. Our colleagues will be coming through. This is one of the boardrooms that they'll be coming through throughout the course of the day, of course, with the help from the Revenue Services itself. So we'll be keeping you in touch on how that goes. Yes,
and I know I have it on good authority that that room will be packed in just a couple of minutes. Thanks very much, Aviwe there. Well,